Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Happy Friday.
yeah.
I'm just waiting for Carlene, who is over at the computer, typing vigorously. I'm not sure what she's doing, and I have told her it's mail chat time. So just hold on to Carlene. Are you coming?
I'm coming. I really am. Oh, I have to come over this way
Right.
and get out of my chair.
There you are. Do you need a hand?
Nah, nah. I
Well
did
done.
it without putting the brakes on, and I'm not
Impressive.
supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
No,
because
it's
it could go
not. It was
flying
stupid.
back,
It
yeah?
would be very bad.
But on this occasion,
Huh?
it was okay this time.
Because you're there. You're the one to pick me up anyway. I fall down. I weigh
Got a bad
I weigh
back.
less. I weigh less now.
How are you today?
I'm surviving.
What's been going on?
Surviving. I couldn't get out of my scooter because the scooter is, 50 feet away?
Yeah, plus it was raining.
It was raining.
Yeah.
It must have rained damn hard because when I was up
Yeah.
at 5 o'clock, there was water running out of here and it wasn't raining.
Yeah. There's a lot.
So it must have rained like hell earlier.
I think it was. I missed it. I was asleep. So
Did you sleep through the whole thing?
yeah, I sleep.
You
I don't really hear the rain because I wear these little buds at night that
Oh.
do white noise, and
Oh.
that helps me sleep.
I don't have to wear those. I just can't hear anyway.
So I wear those. I don't tend to hear things during the night, and I mean, if the house went on fire, I'd be none the wiser.
Yeah.
I'd just be lying there burning.
I have a theory on that women, because of babies and babies crying, are much more sensitive to getting awakened by noises at night.
Probably, yeah.
And then you have, hey, go down there and beat them up, type.
Yeah. That's a bit like me. Takes a lot to get me going in the morning. I've got to say, I'm not a morning person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. I'm not.
I am a morning person. I'm done by about 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Anyway, you could go out on it just now, but the problem is it's cold out there.
It's cold out there. I don't do cold.
It's windy out there today, and it's
I don't want to trip and fall, and then have to crawl back in.
And there's some puddles and things. So
nice.
I think it's supposed to be nicer tomorrow. So
so I sat in here the whole time figuring where was I going to put the big stove.
That's correct.
I think the big stove basically goes where this chair is. And my chair moves up that way. And things like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you need the stove in here?
I need the stove.
Why?
I like the stove.
I know you like it, yeah?
And let me tell you, when electricity goes away, that stove is lovely.
Yeah.
And I can cook on it, all because of a match. I don't have to have an app on my telephone on how to,
Yeah, I hear you.
It's nice, simple. Light a match and make the fire.
I'm not sure it's simple.
Huh?
I'm not sure it's simple.
Oh, but it's lovely.
It's lovely.
Once you get it going, it's just put another log and it's good for another 6 hours.
Yeah.
And then there's the overnight log where you try and fit a big one.
Yeah.
It has a very small firebox.
Yeah.
it's a one log firebox,
Right.
you know, and that heats the whole.
You know where I think would be good for it?
What?
You know what I think would be good for it? Why don't we have it as an outside one? And we could all sit there around it.
I spent a lot of time standing at that door
Mm-hmm.
in the nice warm weather and looking. There is a big piece of concrete out there.
Yeah.
There's a very awkward roof pitch overhead.
Yeah, but you could have it going up above the...
Huh?
You could have a big, long flue going up above
I'd have to have a big... You'd have to clear the peak anyway.
Yeah. You have to go above the peak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking putting the stove out there on that concrete. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it out there and we could all sit round it
Well,
at night time in the summer and the fall, you know, keeping toasty and
yeah,
things like that.
It's a possibility, but I can put walls up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds. That's a nice stove.
It is a very nice stove.
And I already had a great time with the fire department because I wanted to get his advice on. There's a hole right about.
I know. You can't do that though. It can't go through the roof.
Huh?
It can't go through that roof. You'd have to vent it outside and then go up.
Why couldn't I hook though? There was a stove right about here.
I know. And it went through the middle of the living area of upstairs.
Kept it warm, didn't it? Did they take it down entirely or something?
No, I think it's still there, but it's like right in the middle of the living area.
It's warm.
Yeah.
They have a stove next to it.
Well, I would be worried if it was keeping the place warm because those flue pipes are designed not to keep the place warm because they're supposed to keep the heat inside and take it up out through the roof. So I'd be surprised if the pipe was giving off. We should be concerned if it's giving off heat.
Well, I had one of those magic heaters, which had a bunch of pipes.
Yeah.
Through the, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And it would blow air.
Yeah.
That increased the output tremendously. And then I tried to redo it in the fireplace.
I remember there was one on the fireplace. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that blowing deal.
Yeah.
My pursuit of comfort is ongoing.
It's not your pursuit of comfort, Carlene. It's the pursuit of heat. It's intense.
Yeah, that's true.
Carlene does like to be warm.
I do. Here I am with my nice Wawa blanket.
Yeah. So what else has been happening today?
Somebody told me I have lima beans. I never got to the lima bean store.
I thought Elizabeth bought you lima beans yesterday.
I have not. I have not had lima beans in my hand or mouth.
Maybe they're still at our house because she went to Market Basket last night.
Well, that could be because I don't have the capability of cooking the lima beans at the moment. Because what I need is I have several single unit, you know,
stove rings,
just individual hot plates or whatever you call them. And the last hot plate I had, I was using on my iron stove. So I'm hoping that maybe the hot plate got put in the oven of the iron stove. And I haven't had a chance to look that up yet.
All right.
But at the moment, I have nothing to cook on.
Yeah, we used to have one of those.
I'm sure you've got one. You've got everything.
Yeah, that's true. We used to have a thing like that. Like it was just a single ring, like for an extra.
Yeah.
Like when you were doing a big cooking, you can have this extra ring, you know.
Right.
In addition to what was on the stove.
Do you have a stove in your house?
Yeah, we've got an electric stove. Yeah. It sits, oddly enough, where the Titanic used to sit, your big stove. It sits right there, actually. And it's electric, and it's not very good, I have to say.
Really?
Not being the cook of the house. It's an induction stove. You know what
That's
that is?
that funny word, yeah.
It uses the force or something, like
Yeah.
from Almighty God to heat the food up or something. It used
Magnetic.
magnets to heat up the metal of the pan
Yeah.
and provide the heat. But Elizabeth's not very impressed with it. It doesn't seem to work that well. But then again, I did buy it secondhand, so it might not have
Did
been.
you read the directions?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you? Well, you read
Well,
the
I
directions.
didn't read them. Elizabeth read them.
Oh, well,
I'm not known for my cooking ability. Yeah,
but you
I'm pretty
read
good.
directions though,
I'm
don't you?
pretty good with a microwave,
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm the go-to person for cooking pizza in the house. Frozen pizza, that is,
I see.
not homemade pizza. But yeah, it's not very good. Not very good.
No,
No, no.
nothing like the old Italian restaurant pizza. You got to go there and sit there. You know.
Yeah. Oh no, the pizzas we make are good, but I'm saying the cooker's not good. The stove isn't good. But there
Yeah.
is something nice about going out for a pizza.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to go, my favorite place to go for a pizza in the UK was Pizza Express.
Oh.
Pizza Express, it was really good. And I love going,
How much did it cost?
oh gosh, I can't remember now. Like £12 or something.
I remember a pizza was $1.
Mm-hmm.
$1
Yeah.
at Tony's.
It's not $1 now. I mean, I think a large pizza down at House of Pizza is probably about
$12.
$16 or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would think it's quite expensive. But I tell you where I love going for pizza. Where I always have pizza when I'm there is New York City. You get
Yeah.
good pizza there.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, no matter where you go for it, it's normally pretty good. Yeah.
They make them all in the same place and ship them in, right?
I don't know. I go to this place called It's called Three Brothers, and it's this tiny place, and you can hardly swing a cat in it. And it's across the road from the office I work in when I'm down there. And they churn these pizzas out at lunchtime. Lunchtime, there's a queue out the door, but they turn them around quick, you know. And I'll go in there and I'll get a full pizza, and I'll have half of it for lunch, and then half of it for dinner later on. It saves me having to go out and get dinner, you know.
Have you ever looked into the underneath of New York City? Have you ever?
You
Hey.
mean?
What goes on underneath?
Oh, you mean like all the pipes and the?
All the pipes, the electricity, everything that goes
I
on.
haven't really. I know they've got this steam system,
Oh yeah.
like, which is why in the movies, when you see a movie and there's cars going down Fifth Avenue, there's just sort of steam coming up from
Yeah.
the sidewalk. They've got this system of steam pipes that they use to heat
There's
buildings
all
and
kinds
things.
of-
Yeah.
There's all kinds of, and just to provide the water.
Yeah.
There's a big aqueduct that comes down just south of Newburgh,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes under the river.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's huge. It's 10, 12 feet across.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I had a book. I have it. It's probably somewhere around here with a lot of the workings underneath. And it starts with under Grand Central Station.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 7 floors down,
Mm-hmm.
not just 1 or 2.
Wow. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's an amazing.
Yeah. It's amazing what they do. Yeah.
It's amazing, especially if the water is rising.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to keep. The subway system has flooded. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah, you kind of expect that it would, yeah.
Yeah. There's this water rising. Is everybody worries about Miami? Well, New York City is going to be in tough shape.
Yeah. Yeah. They've had a few things like that the last few years, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially when they had that big storm. I think it was about
I have a
8,
series
9
of,
years ago. Yeah. Maybe 10 years ago now. Yeah. Yeah, I
I
imagine.
have a series of books on the trash of New York City too. I was fascinated with that for a while.
How to get the trash out?
You know,
Yeah.
one of the books, a woman took everything in her trash can and traced it from beginning to end,
Wow.
and it took her like a year to go through
I
one
imagine,
trash.
yeah.
There was another book written by another woman who signed up to be a trash can truck driver,
Mm-hmm.
and it's one of the most problematic occupations because they get hit by cars all the time. Taxi cabs go.
I can imagine, yeah.
It's a very dangerous.
Those are big vehicles.
New York's a dangerous place.
Yeah, I can't say I make the most of it while I'm there, but I don't look forward to going that much because it's just so
It's too much.
it's overwhelming, yeah.
Yeah.
It is overwhelming, you know. All right, we've got some mail.
Oh, good.
This one is from D. Arison to Goldie's Farm.
Okay. Now I have to open it.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that bit.
Well, I can use a pair of scissors here. There we go. Thank you.
We need to bring one of those letter openers over from the.
I couldn't hear that part.
I need to bring one of the letter openers over from the other building.
If that's oh look. Oh look. Okay. Hi, Carlene and town. Check number 1 is for 10 henny penny and 10 hay bales. Check 2 is for 24 long sleeve short added.
24 long sleeve green t-shirt. So added some for
Shipping?
sharing.
Shipping.
Sharing.
Shearing?
Oh, for shipping.
Shipping.
Yeah.
Okay.
24.
24.
I wonder if we've got 24. We may need to place
Okay.
another order.
Well, these 2 checks now, well, I got to leave that with a direction because the checks from Memsick are right here that we opened
to go in?
a couple days ago. We haven't got that to the bank yet. So that now is a critical pile.
Right, we need to do that. Is the bank open on Saturday?
For deposits, I think you can always shove it through the hole in the wall.
Thank you very much. Oh, we need to show folks the picture.
What?
There was a nice picture there. In the card.
What is it?
It's a panda!
Well, what's it on?
It's on a log on a tree. It's on a tree
That's
branch.
what this other thing is. That's why I didn't show it. 'Cause
I think it's just like a...
it looked like a walrus.
Yeah. It's a panda. You know, every time I see pandas, I'm amazed that they still exist.
I know.
I mean, they're the most awkward and I don't know. They're just always having little accidents and falling over themselves and
Yeah.
falling out of things.
Yeah, but Explore.org does have cameras on the pandas, and they're one of the ones I watch on Explore, and they're always falling out of the trees.
I know. That's why I don't
With a
get
great rolling, and they don't seem to care. They just get up and go do something
It's like
else.
they do it for fun.
They're well padded.
Yeah, I guess. It's
Anyway.
amazing. Now here's another one from D. Aronson.
Isn't that the one that we just...
But she sent 2. But this one was to Equine Rescue Network. Should we open that one?
I don't know. I put the envelope in the trash already because I have her address. Okay. And there's nothing in that. And I have her address. We'll put that in there. Oh, here we go.
Hi, Elizabeth and team. Here's this month's donation. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Dee.
Thank you.
We'll get that to the bank as well.
That's true. That's Equine Rescue Network.
Mm-hmm.
That's generally hay, I think.
I would think so, yeah.
The hay bill is.
Pretty picture. Lovely birds. Speaking of birds, we're going to move the birds. You know this? You might not know this, actually. You know how we have some birds in our house?
No.
You don't know that?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah,
they
I
were
do.
in there.
Yeah.
Remember, they were cockatiels.
Oh, those are your birds.
Well, they're my daughter's birds.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, they're...
I thought you meant birds flying.
No. We have had that, but not recently.
I see. Okay.
The odd one that gets in the door or something. But we got 4 birds there, these cockatiels, in this big cage. Remember the big cage?
Yeah.
Yeah? We used to watch them. We're going to move that down to the other building. The
ICU?
No, what's HQ now? HQ.
HQ.
It's now been renamed.
That'd be good.
HQ, and we're going to put a camera on them, like so people could see what they were doing, because they're quite entertaining, and they sing songs all day long, so it's quite nice. So
how can you arrange them so that you get some more of the background of the life in general? You know what I mean?
You mean like what's going on in the building?
Yeah. Yeah. Somehow make it more than just birds.
Yeah, no, I'll show the whole room.
Yeah.
Yeah? You know that room where they've got... Yeah.
The room that's not a kennel.
The room that's not a kennel, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And folks can see what's going on in there, yeah? Yeah. Or at least they can see the birds. Because we don't spend a lot of time in there, really. I mean, because we're all out doing things. Yeah. Maybe they're for a few minutes at the beginning of the day.
Well, in that building.
Yeah, a few minutes at the end of the day.
If that becomes the computerized center.
Yeah.
Which it could be.
Well, it's got 2 computers in it at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all you have to do is add a coffee pot, and then you have different.
Then you get people.
You get people.
Yeah.
And fortunately, along with coffee pots, we have cookies. And people, Goldy's warriors are always very generous with cookies. So either that place or this place should set up a down with Dunkin' Donuts deal, because Dunkin' Donuts is expensive.
Maybe we should open a franchise. Maybe we should either open up a Dunkin's franchise or a Starbucks franchise, and we could make some money.
Why do we have to have a franchise? We just buy Starbucks.
We could
just
put
sell
a big sign out on Linebrook Road saying, "Get your Dunkins here." Everyone come down and make it. We could. Yeah, I'm thinking out loud now. Yeah, there was also a package.
A package. We got a package. Amazon. Oh, this could be something I ordered. Because I had a lot of problems when I was in that, wherever I was. Very, very simple problems. Like, this is not the problem.
What's this?
That's got the sign on it. You got the
this
sign?
Looks like some kind of...
Linda Daniels.
Flexible rubber curry comb, large.
That's what they like.
This is for a donkey?
Donkeys on their backs.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
That's super. Elizabeth was doing Wilbur this morning, and there was a lot of hair came off him. But he has a problem with his coat because
it's gonna be horrendous when they all start shaving.
Yeah. And it's
that's-
still, you can see it. That's him there. You see all that white stuff there? That's Wilbur.
Oh,
That's
really?
his hair, yeah. Lying there on the floor of the arena because Elizabeth was brushing him this morning.
I tell you, that arena, I can sit and stare at it just empty.
Yeah.
I am just so pleased with it.
Yeah. It's good.
It was a risk because everybody, including the building inspector in town, damn near insisted I put up a wooden building that I already had that fell down.
Why were they against that?
I think he had a friend that was a builder,
Right.
and this was an outfit from Iowa.
Yeah.
They shipped in 3 trucks and a couple guys and put the whole thing together.
How many years ago was that?
87?
87. So yeah, that's quite a long time ago. I mean, maybe those buildings weren't so, that was probably quite a new thing back in
It was.
1987. Yeah.
I was one. I
Yeah.
stuck my head out. And I'm not too bad at engineering.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that's a pretty damn strong structure.
It is. Oh yeah. It's definitely sturdy.
Now, what I have not done is I've not hung anything from the roof, which I really would like to do.
Well, what would you hang from the roof?
A
though?
swing set. I
I
can
can't see
sit.
why that would matter. I mean, the thing is solid steel.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like
Oh,
it's
it's perfect for what we do.
yeah. Funny thing is, and sorry, we've got the picture just above the camera. There's the TV with the arena cam on it. It looks much smaller on the camera than it is in real life, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think it looks bigger when you're in there than it does on the camera.
Well, the building that fell down was another 20 feet
Higher?
outward, Tanner's barn.
Right.
And what I had to do, there was the guy had a restaurant across the street that burned down,
Mm-hmm.
and he came in and he knocked the whole thing down and was going to put his restaurant back. And because he knocked the other corner down, they wouldn't give him his liquor license. So I learned from that you don't knock down the whole building. You then leave up part of it and you get a rebuild or whatever.
Yeah.
So in the very back corner of Tanner's barn,
Mm-hmm.
there's one post. It's the 6x6 out there that was the corner of the wooden building that fell down.
Right.
And I came from that and then put this in.
Yeah,
but
'cause
this is 20 feet short of.
I was looking at it the other day. I was in how there's a room in there. It's like a little feed room
Yeah, go ahead.
on the back on the left. And I looked up and there's like a door on the side of the barn up high, like a hayloft door or something.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
That must have gone into another building.
There's always a hayloft door. Like I'm not.
Yeah, the door is sitting there. It's high up. You know how it's like the
Yeah,
roof's like that, and there's a door here, just like it is on the barn.
yeah.
Yeah? But it doesn't go anywhere, obviously, because there's nothing outside that. Yeah, and there's no loft.
Wouldn't you back a trailer in and put hay up there?
But there's no loft
Where
in Tanner's.
Tanner's barn.
Yeah,
That was by golly and by gosh. I mean, we just put that together.
yeah, yeah. No, the
I never really studied it too much, but I do know it ain't square.
does its job though.
It does its job, but when you try and put a roof on a not square building, it can get exciting.
I can imagine. Yeah,
So that's why when you said you were looking up, I'm thinking, oh, here we go.
yeah.
Because the roof on that. It's very inventive, but we got there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's interesting. It's a good little
And that was
game.
that was a kid that had nothing to do. So I said, here, go build a building. And that's what happened.
That's right, yeah.
It's pretty good. So anyway.
So let me look at questions. I better look at questions.
I don't know whether my friend Steven is watching today. But he's a friend from high school. And he's on the daily doggy list where he gets a copy of it every morning. And I can get a report on whether he's read it or, etc. What time he opened it, all that stuff. And while I was in the rehab center, he unsubscribed.
Unsubscribed?
Yeah. And I thought, oh dear, because, we're both 87, and I really didn't know what had happened. And I have spent an awful lot of this morning trying to figure out, looking for obituaries, things like that. And I'm happy to report he's still with us. And I don't know whether, I told him I would write to him after mail call.
Yeah, it's funny that maybe he hit the wrong button or something to unsubscribe or something.
Well, I think he was reading what was happening to me and used to that. And when Elizabeth, who was a very capable writer, it just wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't interested.
Yeah.
Right, because it wasn't you that was writing.
Well.
Right, I see. Yeah. You weren't entirely honest with the audience there, though,
Really?
in terms of who this guy was.
Oh. Well,
because when I came
in, very good friend. Very good friend.
You said to me
he's a very good friend. Let's let that go at that.
All right, you don't want me to say then what you said to me. Okay.
I'll tell you just a little more about him. He played the clarinet, at least for a while. And so did I. And so did this other guy, Dick Windler. And Dick Windler was a musician. He played the organ, the piano, and all that stuff. And he was a musician. I sat next, as second chair. I couldn't play a damn thing. I was awful. But whatever, if it ever was a situation where Dick was sick or wasn't there, I was supposed to do the solos. No way. So I'd bail it off on Steve, and Steve could do it. He saved my life many times.
Right, so.
Those were the days.
Okay, yeah.
Those were the days.
I'm just looking through the questions here, folks. Roger Reed is saying they're going to do a fundraise.
Huh?
Roger Reed. He's one of our
Warriors,
yeah. They're going to do a fundraise for a generator.
For who? Oh, the generator?
Yeah.
That would be lovely.
To hook up where the old one was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that would mean that if the power did go out, you would have power. You wouldn't need the stove in here necessarily. Yeah.
You're trying to talk me out of the stove?
No, I'm trying to talk you out of the stove in here.
It's so pretty, though.
Yeah, I know. Let everybody see it then.
Huh?
Let everybody see it. You could make it a centerpiece outside. We'll see. To be continued.
Why? What? I can't see the negative of having it here.
In here?
Yeah.
Just space, I think. And the venting.
Oh. Mm-hmm. That along with the bars and the shower, I can see we get a lot of arguments coming up. I had considered outdoor. Because
There's
I
a
was
picture of lima beans on Facebook, apparently.
What's it?
Somebody posted a picture of the lima beans on Facebook.
Oh,
Must have been Elizabeth. She must have forgot to bring them down, maybe. Uh-huh.
the lima beans?
Yeah.
Lima beans?
Lima beans. There's me being British again.
Oh.
I'm just scrolling through here, folks. Yeah, you do need Dodie's talking here, commenting about the induction stove. You do need special cookware for it.
Yes.
Yeah, and we do have the proper cookware. There just seems to be something weird.
It's like, why bother?
Yeah.
And you don't get that much out of it.
Yeah. Did you have a nurse visit this morning?
Who?
A nurse visit or rehab visit?
Two of them.
Two?
Two of them, yep. Oh, I tell you. Financially, I must be a very desirable project because they're willing to come and buy it. This shower chair thing,
Yeah.
they may buy it for me.
All right, good.
Oh, I mean, what the heck?
I thought Janine had already ordered one.
She may have, I don't know.
So maybe send that one back then.
We can sell that on Facebook.
Yeah, Joanne Wood is saying that in New York they fill huge barges with trash and take it to the open ocean and dump it.
Yep, I think so.
Sound good, doesn't it?
I think so. Well, my father, I think I've told people before, one of his great sources of income was selling tractors to the people down in the area of New Jersey where he had them filling up the swamps with the trash, which was, of course, the wrong thing to do at that point, but nobody knew that. So he sold a lot of tractors just to bury the trash out of New York City.
Gosh. This thing. Dee Aronson has clarified. I thought it said 24 shirts.
What?
You know, she was ordering some shirts, some Goldie shirts. I thought it said 24. It said 2 times shirts.
Okay.
That was a good clarification there. Somebody's asking for Jan Gerhold, saying we miss you. I know she hadn't been well, Jan Gerhold.
I have to be careful, which is not my nature. But like if I were a Hershey bar over there on that little table, I would think of just getting up and going. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I have to have a walker or something.
You have to do a project plan before you even start, yeah?
Oh, God. And my feet are so swollen from pushing a wheelchair up and down the alleyways of that rehab center.
Yeah.
I mean, they're muscly feet.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That my shoes don't fit. So I actually have no shoes. Don't bother. I'll have to find some. My feet are odd shaped now.
Yeah, Wanda is coming back soon, Roger, and I believe the latest schedule on that is Wednesday, that Janine and Wanda will be back.
Okay.
Gosh. What size is that arena? Somebody was asking what size it is.
What size the arena? The original arena was 60 by 100, which is the classic-y size for dressage. I couldn't afford the whole thing, so this is 60 by 80.
Yeah. Good
And
enough.
when I first put it up, I had for myself the back 20 feet. So Janine basically had 60 by 60 to play with horses.
Yeah.
And I filled the back with junk,
Yeah.
which she then made me throw out.
That's what she does. Marlon Moore is asking that you know when you went to the barn the other day on the scooter, did you see the area that's going to be a craft room?
I did not.
You didn't go in there, right? Okay, we need to do that. Maybe we can do that tomorrow or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Bella's on and she says hi.
Who, Sarah?
Bella?
Bella? Oh, Bella. Hi.
Bella and ZT. She wants to train Penny.
Huh?
She's interested in training Penny, I heard.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, somebody else has sent lima beans in. Sarah Dunlap said we need to look out for lima beans on Monday,
Oh, okay.
along with some other goodies.
Oh, good. It's one of the few vegetables I like, and they are apparently full of potassium. And I have to take 4 potassium pills every day. And they say if I eat enough lima beans, I don't have to take these damn great monstrous potassium pills.
Right.
I haven't checked that with any medical experts yet, but
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
A few people have commented that you must put your brakes on the wheelchair before getting up.
Yeah, they're right.
Mm-hmm. Why is the hay loaded by hand in the barn and not the old ladder to load hay? Well, 2 reasons for that. One is, I think we were getting a smaller order, so we didn't need to put so much hay upstairs. And secondly, we've got some extra space at the moment because there's the 2 new stalls back there.
Yeah.
And they're not yet in full operation. I mean, they're ready to be used, but we haven't got horses to go into them yet because the horses we've got, one's in the little stall at the front of the barn and the other 2 are in Tanner's barn. So we've got some extra space. So what we did was we put some of the hay in there. We put some of the hay in the little hay store at the back of the main barn. And they took a bunch down to Tanner's as well, which is great because we got like about 20 bales down there, which, because every night we have to bring so we got Dodge Grain to take it down there for us, which is really good actually. So that's why we didn't put it into the hayloft, but we will do. And also, I think the hayloft's empty at the moment, and we want to kind of clear it up before we get the next load of hay in there. There's a lot of old hay.
It would be possible to get a whole truckload.
Yeah.
We're gonna use it.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to pay for a whole truckload though.
I know, but
Yeah.
we're going to have to pay for a whole truckload eventually too. So everybody, please keep your eye on the hay. What's going to happen with the Canadian hay? I don't know because our hay comes from Canada.
Yeah, that is true.
If they stop supplying it, then the Americans will take over and charge twice for it. I mean, the whole thing is not going to be a good take.
Yeah.
And there really is no substitute. Purina, I believe, has a pellet deal, where you can buy bags of hay.
Mm-hmm.
You're not?
Purina?
Huh? I think so. There is such a thing. There's alfalfa cubes.
Oh, yeah.
We can't feed alfalfa straight, but there is a Timothy mix of.
Yeah, Elizabeth's very diligent at getting good offers on those.
I can't think that would be any cheaper, although it might be because of the way it could be handled. I mean, the quantity of hay we go through, these big truckloads come and go.
Yeah.
If they can bag it.
No, we got 100 bales delivered today, so.
I know that's a drop in the bucket. You usually, what, 10 a day?
I know, but we also got 100 delivered to Meredith.
That's okay.
Yeah.
What you pay for it?
Yeah, so.
One of the checks to pay for it's not right here. I haven't made it to the bank.
Yeah. So, we're good, and we will be using the loft again. We just, as I said, I think we wanted to try and
Has it still
tidy it up there a little bit.
Has it still got the arts and crafts stuff of Grace's? Is that upstairs still?
There's not a lot up there, no.
It was up when you went up the stairs. It was straight ahead, under the eaves, sort of, with a whole row of drawers and stuff.
I don't think so. There's some bollards and things, like for, those things they use to make cues and put. They're like, it's like a pole with a heavy base, and you put chains between them.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of those up there, and a few bits and pieces. But there's not a lot up there. The thing that needs to be tidied is just, as you're taking the hay in and out, some of the hay, drops on the floor, so that we could do with just cleaning out some of the hay. Some of that hay that's lying around.
Well, that and leave the door. What happened was they left the door open, so you had a big pile of hay stuff on there that got rained on. So that floor is kind of rotted, right inside the door.
Oh, really? Well, the door's been fixed. Yeah.
The door's been fixed. The door has been fixed, but the floor.
Yeah.
When you're standing there unloading hay, somebody will really look at that floor.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, shirt size. I'm sorry about Jan. I miss her poop pickers. Yep, that's right. Yeah, bananas have potassium also. We should maybe get you some bananas. Do you like bananas?
Oh, I like bananas.
I had 2 bananas for breakfast today, actually.
Yeah, I like bananas. Somebody questioned the percentage about you'd have to eat 17 bananas for a cup of lima beans.
Yeah.
Those horses have to itch under all that hair.
Yeah, apparently every time I make certain hand gestures, it makes certain signs come up on the screen, like emojis and things like that.
Oh.
Yeah. That's funny. That's us through everything. It's the weekend tomorrow, so we'll be back on Monday. The weekend, Elizabeth and I are going to be doing chores here and Meredith, and just also trying to do some cleanup and other things.
It's constant.
Yeah, just a lot to do. So busy weekend ahead, and as usuul, I hope the weather's going to be good. I hope it's good with everybody else. And
watch the cameras.
Is canned lima beans you use? Yeah.
Who?
Canned lima beans?
No, I use the frozen.
Frozen lima beans.
Frozen. Okay. Yeah. Baby limas are even super.
Okay. Great. Yeah. So frozen lima beans, not canned. All right. Okay. All right, everybody. Good night. We'll speak to you on Monday, and we'll probably post a few things over the weekend. Look forward to seeing you then. Have a great one.
And come visit if you're around. We ought to be here.